Hello, everybody, and welcome to Blown to Bits, the podcast where we talk about all things nerdy. Today, we are joined by a very special guest. It's her second time on the show, Emma.
Yay!
Da, 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 da.
Welcome
back.
As always, I'm joined by Charlie.
Hello.
And the guy you can't see right now, Adam.
Hi.
I look right. Where is he?
I'm invisible.
So, what have you guys been up to this week?
My wife made me watch this really bad show on Hulu. We have this curse in our house where anytime she picks a show and we're gonna watch it, it always ends up being just fucking horrible. Just god awful terrible. And she wanted to watch this stupid show on Hulu called Light as a Feather. And
Not heard of it.
oh, dude, it just came out. It was described... Okay, as soon as I watched the trailer, I knew it was going to fucking suck, because it was described as the perfect mashup between Sabrina the Teenage Witch and Pretty Little Liars. And I was just like, no, I don't want to watch this already. And so...
Neither of those shows
That
appeal
just
to me.
sounds like a bad time.
Oh, it's awful, dude. It's just these prissy little rich girls, and they're playing games in a graveyard, and then they get cursed, and one of them's gonna die, and then they have to figure out why they're dying, and all this bullshit. It's really dumb, dude. It's so bad. I can't even think about it anymore. I don't even want to think about it. What have you been up to, Charlie?
Not a whole lot. I just recently, 2 days ago, just got all the characters unlocked for Smash, which was a grand achievement for me.
Who was the final
pretty hard on
character?
that.
Yeah. Palatina, that bitch.
Oh, dude. She's top tier in this one, apparently.
Is she? I hate the temple level that you have to play her in.
That's
just
yeah, that's a joke of a level.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's just ginormous. It's like the temple level from the Zelda temple level, in scheme or in size, but it's just not fun at all. It's just gross. That and I got the new Earth Defense Force game a couple days ago, so I've been dabbling my toes in the water of that.
How is it?
Oh, it's so much fun. Oh, it's so much fun.
So, Ryan, what you're saying is Ryan and I need to get it so we can play it with you?
Hell yes. Most definitely. Just blasting dozens upon dozens of bugs. Just storming the beach more or less. It's hilarious.
It's a real looty game too, isn't it? You pick up tons of different loot and stuff.
Oh yeah, there's so many different kinds of guns and variations of all the different guns that are out there. And you get every time you complete a level, depending on the difficulty level, you get 8 to 10 newer guns. So there's a lot to I guess digest with it, but it's well worth it for the ludicrosity. It's just ludicrous.
Ludocracy.
Really. The voice ludocracy. The voice acting is just on par with just super cheesy video game movie kind of stuff. So
Can you still do the singing emotes?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. There's quite a few of them. There's at least 8 different singing options on this one.
To blow up bugs and shoot them all, hurrah, hurrah.
It's straight out of Starship Troopers.
It is.
They would sing.
It's crazy. But you can actually use what a cool thing is you can actually use a touchpad to swipe in a certain direction. There's a chat wheel that you can swipe in a certain direction. So chat is a little bit easier than having to navigate with the D-pads and find the specific emote that you really want to use. So I just played online and I just said nice a whole bunch after we beat the mission.
Nice.
Yeah. But there's 4 or 5 different versions of nice. So it's nice and nice and nice. So it's hilarious. I have such a good time with this game.
Noise.
Nice.
Wow.
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 What have you been up
What
to,
have you
Emma?
been up to?
I've actually been watching a lot of Will Wheaton's tabletop show.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Just playing some D&D is what they're doing?
No,
or
well, he just plays like a bunch of random board games.
Oh, okay.
Or card games, any sort of game, really. And like, I watched the episode with Aisha Tyler where they were playing Cards Against Humanity. Oh my god, brilliant! Like,
is that kind of like his version of a podcast?
Yeah, like it's just him and like, you know, of course, like kind of geeky, nerdy celebrities, and they just gather around, they play a game, you know, and it's interesting. So I've been enjoying that, and then I've been playing South Park's, which has the best title ever, The Fractured Butthole. So that game's been.
What kind of game is it?
It's like an RPG type deal.
Have you never played him, Ryan?
It's strange.
I've never played any of the South Park games.
Yeah, because it's almost like a sequel to The Stick of Truth, which I played. Mm-hmm. That game was really fun. It was like
that's kind of like the fantasy oriented.
Yeah, that's the fantasy oriented one, and then this one's more like superhero based.
Yeah, kind of like Avengers, like Civil War-esque kind of feel to it. I've never played it, but you know I'm familiar with the concept, so it sounds pretty neat.
When that game came out, when the Fractured Butthole came out, I was working at GameStop at the time, and that was like the greatest fucking thing in my whole entire life. Was just parents coming in and their kids would bring a game up, and the parent would be looking at it and they'll be like, "What do you want? You want South Park, the Fractured Butthole?" And like they wouldn't know what they said. It was so good, dude. The kids just sitting there snickering, like looking at me, and I'm laughing, like, and they're like, "What?" They're like, they didn't get it, man. It was so good. And you better believe I answered the phone every single day. I was like, "Welcome to GameStop," or I was like, "Thanks for calling GameStop, where you can pre-order the Fractured Butthole. This is Adam. How can I help you?" Like,
perfect.
I've gotten back into Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I've been playing the crap out of that.
How far are you into it? Have you like beaten it or gone through?
I mean, you don't ever really beat it.
Well, I mean, like in terms of like the story, like have you fought all the monsters?
I fought them all and like finished the storyline.
Yeah, Ryan and I both have the rainbow pigment and everything. We did that a long time ago.
But now you fight the same monsters, but they're tempered, which means they're like 3 times
super
harder.
Powered.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
I've got, I think right now, like 140 hours into it. So
that's about what I'm at now.
Yeah, I'm rank 74 out of 1,000.
I have it.
Wow.
I have it, and I've played through about half of it, and then you know other games came up in the playlist, and you know that kind of fell by the wayside. But if you're playing it again, I might just hop in, and you can like help me out a little bit.
Yeah, dude, Monster Hunter is one of those games. Like when I picked it back up, I was scared I wasn't going to be able to like play it, because you know, like you go back to a game like, you know, a year later and you're like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, what the controls are, like how do I even, you know, do anything.
Yeah, you like lost your groove more or less. But
we were both terrified about that.
Yeah, and I got back on, and I mean, it was
you
like
just pick up right where you left off, more or less.
Well, it's weird about Monster Hunter is it's a complex game, and your brain just kind of auto does everything. Like, I wouldn't know how to do something again. Like, there would be something I'd be like, how do I pull up my quick wheel? And then I would try to do it, and my brain just, like, fucking took over and was just like, click, click, click. I was like, oh, my brain already knows this. Like,
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like, I mean, it was just, like, muscle memory, like, all the combos and everything. It was easy to pick back up.
What kind of weapons do you guys use with that?
I main the longsword.
Okay.
I'm a charge blade main, and I'm charge blade till I die, pretty much in this one. I was insect blade in the previous, but charge blade is the most damaging weapon in the game, so I couldn't not use it.
Yeah,
it's pretty beastly.
I like the switch axe a lot.
Switch axe is a lot of fun
and
too.
And if I'm feeling supportive, I'll bring a hunting horn.
Yeah, I was like, who's got the bagpipe out there?
Yeah, I'll bring it like if we're fighting like a certain monster that you know you need it, like
a tempered elder Kushala.
Yeah, like, or what's his name, Kushala
Dora.
Yeah, like you have to have like a negate wind because he'll just blow you. You can't get close to him.
Yeah, I got you.
Because he has a tornado around him. So unless you negate the wind effects, you can't even touch him.
Yeah, unless everybody's using guns and bows, it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But that's I mean the charge blade, and I also play with the bow. I'm really good with the bow, but I have like a specific weird bow class setup that's all about tiring monsters out because it has stamina sap on it. So I based stamina sap. It saps their stamina.
Some of that Santa sap.
Gross.
That was really nasty. But yeah,
You want to sit on Santa's sap?
why? Take him off Santa's lap. I can't. He's stuck.
Damn you, Santa sap.
Save it for the waffles, baby.
God.
So, but I was going to say, Monster Hunter is one of those games, Charlie, that you really need to play with friends.
Yeah, I do appreciate, like, being able to go out on my own and, like, just kind of run through the worlds and, like, you know, take it at my own time because I'm a kind of tourist whenever it comes to, like, games like that. But, yeah, no, I would definitely love to pick up a game or two with you guys. That'd be sweet.
I don't think I've ever seen a game with better wildlife than that game.
It's super gorgeous.
Yeah. Just the mechanics of the monsters, they're so natural compared to any other game I've ever seen any animal in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Plus, I got
like,
that sweet new 4K TV. I need to do that with my PS4 Pro. So
I hope you finish the story.
Yeah.
I can kill everything.
yeah, it's going to be
get at least
easy
a
if we're in
hit or
there.
Sometimes for fun, I'll join like 2-star quests, like people that are like HR like 3 and 4, and I'll run in and just like kill their monster for them in like 15 seconds.
You're welcome.
Don't even carve anything. I'm like, bye.
I liked responding to SOSs. Those were a lot of fun, especially
That's
with their
the bread and butter of the late game is responding to SOSs, unless you have a dedicated friend base that you're playing with every day, because that's where you join on investigations for like tempered monsters and shit.
That's what I was doing this morning.
I dig
just
it.
responding to SOSs for tempered elder dragons.
Wow. Wow.
So if you haven't completed the story, you haven't even seen 2 elder dragons have a turf war yet. Then.
Oh, dude, what?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the most bitchin' thing in the whole world. Like, you'll be fighting a fucking Kushala Daora, and a fucking Teostra will just come down, and you're like, oh fuck, we're screwed. Like, we're gonna have to fight a Teostra and a Kushala. Nope. Like, they just look at each other, and they have this like fuck you look in their face, and they like, and then one like the Teostra will like pick him up and like slam him into the rocks and shit. What?
Adam, you haven't even got to the part where there's a second Teostra and
Yeah, I have.
they team up against you.
It's the worst thing in the whole world when they do their ultimate together. It's like a fucking
you have
supernova.
seen that.
Oh yeah, dude, I fought him.
Yeah.
The
Two-
fucking blue
2
one
elder
is the
dragons
female.
team up against you.
That sucks. Oh, man.
Yeah, the meaner one is actually the female, and the red one is the male.
Yeah, the red one, he's like easy now.
Yeah, he's easy as balls compared to her. She sucks.
What a bitch.
Yeah, you fight a monster and you're like, this is the toughest thing in the world, and then a week later you're like, this is the easiest monster in the world.
The only monster in the game that I have in this one that I'm not that way with is Kieran. Kieran always fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I fought one of those. Like, I guess I joined like a higher level game or something like that, and I saw one of those, and I was like, yeah, this one looks kind of
little
fun.
unicorn.
I mean, I'm a big fan of the Japanese beer Kirin Ichiban, and it has a Kirin on the front of it. So I was like, oh, I know this one. I've drank you for breakfast.
Nope.
I don't normally drink beer for breakfast.
Sure, I was like, we just got a real good peek into Charlie's life. This is what happens.
But every once in a while when you're super hungover, a shower beer really helps out.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh, hell yes. So, yeah. So, I got my ass kicked by that Kieran.
Oh, dude, he
Bad.
sucks. He's so hard to hit, and he's quick, and his attacks hurt you so fucking bad. It's just obnoxious. I hate fighting him.
There's like 4 levels of difficulty with that Kieran. I
Man.
can't even beat the last one yet.
Oh, yeah, the last
He's cool
one.
looking.
Oh, yeah,
red
he's
one.
badass. The red one? I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, after purple, there's red.
Damn.
A lot of them, you have to be rank 100. and above.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, you'd have to have pretty good armor with, like thunder resistance and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Well, yeah, but Charlie, you need to get back on that game and do some.
I'll probably pick it up a little bit tonight. Just get back in the swing of things. Just hunt a couple of jogras and just
couple
go
of pukies.
Go fishing. Just go fishing and collecting some berries and whatever.
Dude, I don't think I've ever fished in that game.
It's
not
fun.
Bad. Yeah. It's okay.
You can Ryan. You can cheat at fishing in that game. If you sneak up into the water, just like, how you can sneak real quiet, and you put the net on your slinger, you can fucking net the fish.
Nice.
It's so funny. That's how I fish. Like, fucking, I'll see, like, Kyle or someone will just be sitting there just, like, fishing with their fucking fishing pole when we figured it out. I just, like, snuck up there, and I was like, and pow! And just, like, caught, like, 5 fish with one net. He was like, did that work? I was like, yep.
Yoink.
Oh, God.
That's cool.
What about you, Adam? What have you been doing?
I've actually, today, while the baby was napping, I have to play games that I can play in short bursts or that I can pause, so I can't play Call of Duty, online or any shit like that. I started playing Rayman Legends again.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
Throwback.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Well, it's not that far of a throwback. I mean, what was Legends? Was like 4 years ago? 3 or 4 years ago?
Yeah.
The remake or something?
No, it was
when they Crash Bandicoot. I'm thinking of.
Yeah. It was the newest of the Raymans.
It was more of a reboot, actually. The whole series was rebooted when they did Rayman. What was the one before Legends? Origins.
Origins, yeah.
Yeah.
I never got into Rayman.
Oh man,
it's a pretty fun platformer. Like, there's a lot to collect, and it's very colorful and friendly. So it's an easy pick up and play game.
Yeah, easy to pick up and play, but there are some stages that'll make you fucking smack your face against the wall. Like, it gets really hard towards the end.
Yeah, like any good platformer should.
There's a few that come to mind. Super Mario Odyssey. That game pissed me off so much.
You scratched your butt. You get a moon.
Yeah, like, go to the shop.
Like
you got 200 coins? Buy a moon.
I think that game was made for like 6-year-olds.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, it was fun. Just me, I'm very casual, so I just walked around and just had a whole bunch of fun. But yeah, in terms of like a serious Mario, like platformer kind of thing, it's
dude, I love those casual games like Animal Crossing. I played the crap out of that with my kids on DS.
I never could get into it.
When it comes out on Switch.
When it comes out on Switch, I may get into it a little bit more because I know Abby's going to want to play it. But I won't be able to play online or anything because I modded my Switch, so I'm banned from online. So, yeah,
we're just gonna bleep that out.
Well, it's not. There's nothing illegal about it. It's just against the Nintendo terms of service to mod your Switch for any reason. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've got like emulators and shit on there, and stuff like that. But any sort
there
of
goes our Nintendo sponsorship.
Yeah.
I was banking on that.
The 2 subscribers on YouTube. Speaking of which, none of you guys are subscribed to our
I just
YouTube.
thought about it. I was like, fuck, he's going to say that I didn't subscribe to our own channel.
Let me just pick my phone up off the floor and just do it right now.
What are you talking about, Ryan? I've been subbed the whole time.
Hey, I did like your video last week, so...
You watched it.
I did.
You watched it, but you did not subscribe.
I forgot.
Well, that's one more thing than I did.
Well,
you guys subscribe and hit the little bell.
You need to make us the next PewDiePies.
Oh my god. I can't stand him, so let's not.
I don't like him at all. But you know who my daughter watches that's actually really funny and he's really good for kids? You ever heard of Dan TDM?
Yes.
Dude, he is awesome.
Dude,
What's he normally play?
Minecraft.
everything.
Minecraft? Okay.
Yeah, that's probably why I don't know who he is.
No.
I never got into that.
He's a British guy that always changes the color of his hair, kind of like your hair.
He's
a
just
British person to me.
It's basically very safe for kids though, because he'll like do voices and stuff, and he does like funny little games within Minecraft, and he'll like check out people's mods and see like crazy worlds people have made.
Yeah, like kids like send him fan art and he'll put it on his page and stuff.
Oh, that's cool though.
He's a nice guy. I've checked him out. I think Lona's got a crush on him. She said like if she could meet anyone off of YouTube, it would be Dan TDM.
Okay. I got her first like little celebrity crush, perhaps.
Oh, if I could meet anybody off YouTube, it would be Maximilian, hands down.
Mine would be Casey Neistat.
Casey Neistat would be second place for me. He'd be a very close second. Just because I think he'd be fun to hang out with.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, mine would be Jenna Marbles.
Jenna Marbles.
She's still making YouTube videos?
Dude, she makes the best YouTube videos nowadays. Like, she does whatever the fuck she wants. Like, she found out that her dog, from one of her videos, likes Irish Spring soap. So she decided to make a bed out of Irish Spring soap for her dog. Like, it's the funniest thing ever. Like, she made herself into a green screen so that they could Photoshop her face on shit. Like, she made herself as a toothbrush for Halloween. And
I remember when she was like the highest subscribed or top YouTuber for a while.
Dude, yeah, like back in like 2006.
Yeah. Do you remember Ray William Johnson?
Oh my god,
dude!
He's still making
3
videos.
Yeah,
equals 3. Yeah,
he's still like I checked him out like a couple months ago.
You know,
he's, like,
straight up doing your mom. We're doing your
he's
mom.
Getting like less than 1,000 views.
Oh my god.
I think I tell you it was like 300 views on one of his videos.
I think I'd like to meet Tim Rogers of Kotaku.com.
Dude, hey, that is a good one. His Dragon Quest review alone was the greatest video I have ever seen on YouTube. You chuckle, but you have to watch this fucking review. It is 30 goddamn minutes long, and I watched every last second of it, and it felt like 5 minutes because I don't know how the fuck he found relevant things to say that were still funny for 30 fucking minutes about that game. Like, it was incredible.
That guy is like a wordsmith. Like, he continuously talks in like a completely innovative fashion where like it just keeps you enthralled. Like, what's he gonna say next? It's bonkers. It's so
Bonanza.
super bonkers. Yeah, I watched like him playing like EDF 5 lately, and like one of his terms was the hunker bunker. And I just lost it. Like, he just comes up with crazy terms like that.
So what's the hunker bunker like referring to?
Just being like miles deep in the Earth's core or Earth's crust, and just like.
I want to start using that for like my location. Yeah. Where are you located? The hunker bunker.
Hunker bunker and hunger bunker as well.
That's my fucking bed. That's what I'm calling my bed from now on. The hunker bunker. Don't come in when the hunker bunker's squeaking.
Don't come a hunkin' when the bunk is a bunkin'.
He would be so disappointed in you for that one.
I'm sorry, Tim. Please forgive me.
Now, seriously, anybody out there that has never heard of Tim, like, you seriously need to go to YouTube and do yourself a fucking favor, and the first thing you need to watch from him is just go to Kotaku Dragon Quest 10, is it? Or is it...
Yes, I guess. I don't know.
I don't remember, but it's the most recent one. Well, it's the most recent Dragon Quest. It'll be the most recent Dragon Quest review they have up. But it's the Dragon Quest, I believe it's 10 review from Kotaku. And you're going to lose your fucking shit. Like, my wife was dying. Like, she was watching over my shoulder, and she was like, who the fuck is this guy? I was like, I don't know, but I like him.
He's super, super weird and super funny. Like, what more could he ask for?
I don't know.
I've never heard of him.
Check him out.
I will.
I'm gonna
do it.
check him out.
Do it.
I'm gonna video myself watching this video, and if I don't laugh, like, I'm just gonna comment and be like,
no, I think what we should do after the podcast is, I think while I'm doing the editing, you need to turn it on, Ryan, and everybody needs to watch at least the first 5 minutes of that review together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or at least, yeah, we'll go through a plethora of his other things too as well. There's yeah. Like, there's a tutorial that he did on Red Dead Redemption 2 on...
Oh my god, I saw that.
Growing a beard. But he did it entirely in Wild West terminology.
oh.
Like,
Okay,
But
that sounds fantastic.
he didn't speak like a hooligan, though. Like, he just used, like, words that you would use if you lived back then, but in a really proper, weird way.
Yeah, it's weird and funny.
Been so much better if he did like a Western accent.
No, you don't understand. No, you've got to hear this guy talk.
Yeah,
Shut up, Emma. You don't
voice.
fucking know.
Hey now.
I'm an all-star.
Anyways, that's about all the time we have for today. We want to thank Daniel for being our Patreon.
Dan the man.
He's the best.
He's
We love you, Daniel.
Giving us his hard-earned money.
Yeah.
He worked hard for that money.
Yep. So anyways, where can you be found, Charlie?
I can be found on Twitter at @shunt_trip and at @shunt_trip on SoundCloud if you want to check out my music.
Cool. Adam, where can you be found?
One of these days, when you say that, I'm going to give out your email address. Just fucking throw it into the ether. But I have to wait till we get bigger so it's obnoxious. Right now, it would just be a peeve. You know? But I can be found on Twitter at Talleon. That's at TALLEEON, TALLEEON. And Emma?
Nowhere to be found. I'm in the hunker bunker.
She's in the hunker bunker.
But if you want to check out the last podcast that Emma was on, I've got the link down in the description as well as all of their links. So check it out. Make sure to what, guys?
Like and subscribe.
There you go.
Like and
I'm
subscribe.
not going into that foolery.
Turn on those notifications. Find us on Spotify and iTunes and
Anchor.
maybe Anchor. If you
Links,
really
as always,
want
are in the
to.
description down below.
Yeah, check it.
Bye.
Down below.
Word.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Meh.
Hello.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
You've got mail.
Our exits are gonna just get weirder and weirder.
Bye.
Bye.